How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can build your first squad on FIFA 21 Ultimate Team. Couple little changes, couple little things that I need to talk to you about to make you aware when going on to the new game, to get you prepared and feeling confident when the new game does release. If you do enjoy this video, please do let me know by giving it a like. You can subscribe to the channel. We do upload every single day, and we'd also stream over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst. A link is in the description for that if you guys are interested. So then, what are the things that you need to be careful of when starting your Ultimate Team on FIFA 21? I'm just showing you now the loading screen on FIFA 20 when you go through, and you're going to be put onto a very similar screen to this on FIFA 21. This is where you get to pick what starter pack you want from your nation. Now, if you go ahead and pick England, Brazil, it's going to give you more of that particular nation's players. Think about this logically now. What a lot of people do is they go for, like England, because of the Premier League. They want to get Premier League players. They go for English players. At the start of the game, the popular leagues, the players are so expensive, you're probably not going to be able to pick up as many as you would like. I recommend going to a nation where you can get some non-rares, gold cards that will be quite decent. They've got some good pace, some overall good stats on them. You might look at some Liga NOS players. You might look at some Holland players, maybe some Argentinian. Something where not everyone's going to go on that bandwagon. People are going to go for French. They're going to go for Premier League. They might even go for some German players. So try and think about this before you go through. Now, once you have picked this, you are going to be offered a loan player. When you get offered your loan player, you can see here, I've been offered these strikers. If you don't fancy those strikers, you can back out of that and change to a midfielder and find someone that suits. If we picked Portugal, what I am looking for here is either a Portuguese player or maybe someone in Liga NOS, obviously the Portuguese league. That then means that chemistry is going to get boosted up as best as we possibly can. If you say picked French and then you go and take a La Liga Spanish striker, not really worth it. You're not going to get that chemistry. Chemistry is so important at the start of FIFA when you are building your squad. So once you've done all that and you've got everything, you're going to be there sat with 0 coins. You're going to go and do some SBCs. You might play some squad battles with your bronze team. And let's say you build up 10 to 15,000 coins and you have now got some coins to go out and buy your first squad. We're going to go ahead and jump onto something called Futbin to help you guys build your team. So we are now on a website called Futbin. I would highly recommend you use this. You can use Futbin, Futhead, Futwiz, whatever your preferences are. Why is this so crucial? You've got your 15,000 coins. You want to go ahead and pick up yourself a full Portuguese non-rare gold team, just to get you started, to let you go through squad battles, division rivals, and really start to tally up those coins. Now, you might not want to go out and buy a player that's worth 7,000 coins and then fill the team with absolute rubbish. You might just want to get a consistent price across the board. You want to go and look at the players that are out there before you buy them. So the magical thing that you can do is you can go to Squad Builder. This obviously at the minute is for FIFA 20, but you can do this on FIFA 21. So let's say you wanted to go and build a full Portuguese, German, English, whatever it is that you guys have decided. You might have packed someone really good from your welcome back packs. You might have packed an Mbappe and you go, right, I want to start building a French team. Whatever it is, but you need to go and look at these players properly. So you might go into here and you go to nations. Now what you can do on here, you can actually type in the nation that you want. Right, so I want Portugal. And first of all, I want to be given a goalkeeper. So you can go to goalkeeper and then you can go and look through and see, what sort of people you've got out there. So you might say, yeah, Rui Silva, he looks absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go and get him as well. You then move on to your centre back and you do the exact same thing and you go to centre back and you look at what you are given. These obviously are going to be different cards on FIFA 21, and you can see there it gives you a guideline of how much these cards are going to cost you. What are the key things when you are looking at building your team? Certain positions. Goalkeeper is a goalkeeper, right? If you're going to spend 1,000 coins on a goalkeeper, you're not going to get the best goalkeeper in the world. Just try and get balanced stats across the board. Centre backs. Someone like Fonte, who's got 36 pace, you're probably going to want to stay away from him. Him coming up against a fairly decent striker, and say Marcus Rashford, you're going to be punished every single game that you play. So you want to try and make sure with centre-backs, we're going to start to look for as good pace as we can, defensive stats, physical stats, and agility and balance are crucial as well. So what you can do is you can go on here and you can look at these and you can go, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go with Ruben Vezo. He looks quite good. So we're going to pop him into there. And you can see they get a strong link, obviously, because they're Portuguese directly on that front. And you look across again and you go, who else could we go for? We might go and get say, Ruben Tomato. So we've got 68 pace, 75 pace. At the start of the game, that's not too bad. Now, you're looking at them going, they look okay. What do I need to do? You go onto Footbin again, you pull up another tab and you start typing in those names, which was Ruben, what was it, sorry? Ruben Semedo, which is a 76 rated centre-back. So we can pull him up and now we can look at all of his stats like this. And you might go, I want to get a shadow on him. And now you can go and pop a shadow on him directly there. And you can see it increases his pace to 81 acceleration, 80 sprint speed, increases defending stats as well. And you look at it and go, you know what? He's got 65 agility, 51 balance. I'm not a massive fan of that. I want to try and get higher agility, higher balance. You would then go back and you would change it round. And you're just going to go through and you're going to build the teams exactly like that. You can press the little light bulb, which will come up and give you recommendations based off that. And you can basically go through and build yourself your team. Now, I'm just going to quickly fill these with other players. It really doesn't matter about who. I will be doing videos on 50k squads, 100k squads, 200k squads when the game comes out and we get an idea of obviously, you know, how much players are. So then let's say if we go to Jordi Alba and just put Jordi Alba at left back. As I said, this doesn't matter now. All I'm doing is showing you this directly. So if we put Modric in here, just for a certain exact reason, Martial, let's go Dembele, just so we can build a team. Again, this isn't a team. Don't go and build this team. It's just to give you a bit of an idea, okay? So you've built the team, say the team that you've built, you've got 100 chemistry, you're happy it's got balance, you've got a box-to-box midfielder, you've got a right winger, a left winger, a striker that you know is happy, you might have a centre attacking mid that can play up front, someone like Lucas Moura. When you are picking your centre mids, you want to make sure you've got a defensive-minded midfielder, one that will stay back, probably medium-high work rates, someone that sits right in front of the defence at all times, and then you might have another, you know, centre mid that's happy going forward, someone that's good. Someone like Pogba, for example, he's quite good. This year, I predominantly used Sissoko and De Jong. I had Sissoko as kind of my stay back, but De Jong is my balance, and they both kind of filled that role quite well, actually. And that was predominantly what I used, the 85 De Jong and the 81 Sissoko. I will show you my squad that I used at the start of the year so you can get an idea. And you can look at here, it says PS4, it's going to cost you 316,000 coins, Xbox 346,000. Obviously, your team's probably going to look more 10, 20, 50k, around that sort of mark. To give you an idea of what was I actually running at the start of this year, if I just quickly load up the squad builder again, just so you can get an indication of what sort of teams are going to be, you know, the favourite. I decided, as pretty much everyone did, that this was the set defensive line that everyone went for. It's quite funny, actually, because this literally was, at the start of the game, everyone's back line. And that's going to be the same on FIFA 21. Us that play a lot of the games, that, you know, play the game loads, probably more than your average user, we're going to work out the players like this 81 Sissoko. He was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We are going to work out those cards and ones to use very early on in the game. So make sure you remember that. I mean, to be fair, I pretty much went with Mbappe, came in a little bit later for me. I used Yedder, I used Dembele in that right wing position, and I used Martial here as a left winger. And that was my side. That was my side. Sissoko, that was pretty much it. And at the minute, that cost you 148k. You can go back to one of my Foot Champs videos that was a 100k squad builder at the time of this. And that's going to cost more than 100k when the game comes out. It's going to be ridiculously expensive. But you get an idea of what we're looking for. We're looking for decent pace in the centre-backs, good physicals, good defensive stats, decent pace in the full-backs. You want a good balance with your CMs. Obviously, this is all around what you're going to pick for your formation. Formations, I'll get those videos as quick as I can to let you know what formations are strong. But if you go with the 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2, you're not going to be wrong on that. That's always going to be a solid formation. There, you've got the balance that I play Lucas Moura as a cam, but if I want to put him up front next to Yedder, I can do. I've got a good weak foot with Yedder, got a good skill moves and weak foot with Lucas Moura as well. And that works really, really fantastic. So, just to kind of give you a bit of a recap, if you pack no one and you have 10, 20,000 coins, Look at what you've got in your club. How many one nations have you got? Have you got a lot more French players? Have you got a lot more Portuguese players? What's the market looking like? What can you get for your bang for your buck? I always recommend to leave a few thousand coins in the locker because obviously you will need things like contract. The best thing about this year is that most people at the start of the game tend to run 2 squads to rotate fitness. This year, boom, don't need to do it. Put all of your coins into 1 squad. You don't need 2 squads. If anything, it's going to cost you more money because you need more contracts. 1 squad should have all of your money put into, leaving a little bit behind, obviously, for contracts and obviously things like that. And that's kind of where we're at in terms of building your squad. I really don't recommend going and getting the most expensive player and then building around, one. You want a solid foundation, a good centre back, a good centre mid, a good striker. Wingers just need pace. Fullbacks just need pace. You want to spend your most amount of coins on that striker, centre mid, and a centre back, and have a strong spine, and then build the rest of your coins, best of your team around there. Try and get people up front with good weak foot, 4-star minimum skill moves if you like your skill moves, and just look at the work rates as well. If obviously crossing next year is more effective, you are not going to want to go and get someone like Jordi Alba at left back because he's too small, not very good jumping, and all of that sort of stuff. For strikers, you want good agility, good balance, good pace. For wingers, you just need the pace ideally, and skill moves and weak foot is helpful. And then finding that balance in the centre mid positions as well. I hope that kind of explains what you should be looking for when you are building your first FIFA 21 squad. I will be doing a Road to Glory. It will be relatable to you guys. Hopefully the squad that I build, you can take inspiration from that when the game does drop, and you can go ahead and build what you want to as well on FIFA 21. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, something a little bit different. If you did, please let me know by giving it a like. You can subscribe to the channel. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch all you guys in the next video.